reflect. So I do this daily reflection exercise. So yesterday was awesome. It was the fourth meeting of the Daring Hearts Mastermind. Super excited. I was able to have Mike Fiasconi, who is an executive. He's this chief revenue officer at 100 Handshakes, and he's the co-founder of that company. It was the number one guy, DocuSign, made millions, do tech sales. So really good mentor, and I was able to introduce him to my community, a lot of my coaching clients, my mentees, and it was really cool. What I learned from Mike from the talk yesterday. Hey, welcome whoever just joined. What I learned from the talk yesterday is, so these are the top 10 things I learned from, if I was to reflect on his talk, his fireside chat we had yesterday. So the first one is our minds, like we need to continuously do the healing work, because once we, so basically he had a slide that said that um, 95% of us, what we do is unconscious, right? It's like a reflex, like similar to shining a light into the pupil of your eyeballs. Hey, thanks for the like. Similar to shining the eyes in your light bulb, you when someone does that, your pupils will dilate. So all of us have unconscious behaviors that we do. Like if my mom criticizes me, I'm gonna be triggered, or if whatever it is, I feel like I'm being sold to, then I'm gonna put up a wall around me, or I'm gonna deflect, right? So these are unconscious behaviors. So that's number two. Number three, I would say Mike was really good at uh, like he has like a very soothing voice, like very soft voice. So it just was a lot easier to hear him and understand him. And he also shared, he was a chameleon, so he would always try to adapt to be like everyone else in the room. He was really good with it. Like, but in so that's number three. In overcompensating by trying to adapt, try to be liked by everyone, we actually don't accomplish our goals, because when we're just trying to be liked, we're not being authentic. We're being someone else, right? So it's like it's an interesting concept, but how many of us have people please and been overly accommodating, right? At our own expense, like not doing what we actually want to do, whether it's pursue pursuing a career that we would like to do, or actually making time to, like for me, like I like walking the park and I like to be in nature, but I don't even make time for it because I'm too busy, like trying to make more money, trying to get promoted, trying to speak, and I think that's important, don't get me wrong, but not at the expense of our own, what we care about, what we love. So number five would be Mike. For those of you who are tuning in, just as a reminder, I had a fireside chat with, and I just posted it on my YouTube channel. He's the chief revenue officer at, um, he was an executive at DocuSign, got promoted a bunch of times, and have made millions of dollars selling technology. So just for context. So number five, I would say I like how he has a giving mentality. Like all the most successful people I know are usually just trying to serve people as much as possible. Like this community wasn't huge. It's not like he's making like any money from it, but I mean, you never know, right? I mean, it's all about networking at the end of the day and serving people. So, um, they have a service-based mentality. Number six, because I only have 4 minutes left, so I gotta hurry up. Number six is his vulnerability, just like sharing a lot of his intimate details with me. It was just refreshing to hear him, someone who's so successful at the top of the game, just be so open with just and willing to share some of their insights and what they learned from the journey. That making millions is not actually going to make you that much happier. Yes, like, oh, you can go to have nicer cars and go to nicer restaurants and travel a little bit more, but at the end of the day, like the inner work is so much more important than like grinding and just making money, just our unconscious behaviors running the show. And number 7 is gratitude. Like he has gratitude, and he's able to be present in the moment. So it's all about mindfulness, and sometimes it's as simple as just like active listening. And then number 8, I would say, um, he was able to use visuals to explain. In this case, he showed a lot of optical illusions and showed that each person has their own perspective, and your perspective might not be like the right one. It's just your perspective. So just being open to that different opinions and different perspectives exist, and they're just as valid. Number 9 is through storytelling, through just having a point of view, which means like having like actually having an opinion, like not just listening to what everyone else is saying, but actually formulating like your actual own opinions is important, so that you can communicate, and that should be more intentional with your values and the things you care about. And number 10, just in time, because it was a 9-minute drive, so I have 10 points. So the last point I want to say before I have a long drive later is to, oh wow, 78. Thank you for watching, everyone. Lastly, I would say just go out there and don't be afraid to take intelligent risk. Like he was making millions, but he wanted to start his own company because he saw that he was able to solve a bigger problem, which is to get more how to help sellers, business people have org charts and org alignment. So that's why he created that company. So hope everyone has an amazing rest of your day. Those are the 10 points I learned from my mastermind, what I'm learning. I'll do some videos later on my drive back from 10 lessons learned from entrepreneurship. But keep grinding, everyone. Keep hustling. Do your thing. And driving into the driveway now, or my garage now. Peace.